to the road to B.A.L 2020. The game you're about to see is a game between Ferroviario da Beira and Mozambique versus Cobra Sport from South Sudan. Can I continue, please?
Let's go. We've only got 3 minutes.
It's a hello and welcome from Johannesburg Wembley Arena, where we have the opening game of the Elite 16 Basketball Africa League qualifiers. And this is Group H2 action. Cobra Sport from South Sudan taking on Ferroviario da Beira of Mozambique. It's going to be a very interesting one indeed, because Cobra Sport advanced by virtue of their wild cards placing, and they've yet to win a game in this Elite 16 competition. Ferroviario da Beira are doing a lot better in their Group F, as they 2-1 record, going down to Cape Town Tigers narrowly for that 1 point, but by virtue of the draw they go into Group H2. They're of course 3-time champions in the Mozambican League and runners-up twice in 09 and 16. To help me unpack this, I'm Quentin Denason, and not alone, Nompumelelo Ramatsoka alongside, and we get the pleasure of bringing you the opening game here in the Elite 16 from Johannesburg, where it's happening.
What an exciting day of basketball it's going to be, Q. You know, both these teams, I think, want it really badly. I think all the teams playing here this weekend really want to get into the B.A.L for next season.
Well, the man you got to look out for as far as Ferroviario are concerned is that man wearing number 4, Jamal Kennedy. And he's from Canada, averaging 18 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 4 assists. He had a game high and B.A.L high for him, 22 points against Cape Town Tigers. They also had 25 against Matero Magic. You see the new signing in the center, for Cobra Sport. A little bit spoken about Bush Wamukota. Of course, he's the Kenyan international that is going to pick up the center position. It's Obis and Wamukota. And the tip-off goes straight to Perry. First turnover comes of that possession. Due. And the other signing for the South Sudan and Cobra Sport to open up from downtown.
He's making his presence felt early on his new team.
Also a signing from the Rwandan Patriots and bringing some of that scoring. Inside they go, nice pass. In and out, Ubisi misses it from point blank range of that feed and assist. Baseline jumper, cleaned up. Now into the hands of Perry. Ball fake, pass inside. This time, it's an easy two.
Already, Q, the pace of this game is so quick.
Elton Ubis averaging 12 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. So he just fills up the stat sheet and he gets 2 for Da Beira. Rebound. Now is the Da Beira trying to pick up and see if they can't get a score of this possession. Dribble inside and soft touch finish. Ishmael Remamade.
That was a great first move there, getting the defender up in the air and just having a clear path to the basket.
6 plays 3, high tempo game just to start out. Cobra Sport kick, baseline, jump open, connects. They're shooting it well from the outside. And this time it's David Ding. Perry, right hand, 2 more.
And Q, for a team that coming into this round of the competition, we're only shooting 26.3% from 3-point range.
It shows different venue. Wamukota's going to try his luck. That one doesn't go. Back up the floor in a hurry. And just losing the handle. Kennedy turns it over. Dew. Tang. The long range 3 goes! Oh, wow!
They are definitely shooting above their average this afternoon.
Ndizei is getting it lit up from the outside. Second long range connection, and Perry into the teeth of the defense, baseline. The fake, the shot, and short on that. Cobra Sport quick in transition, and the layup is well contested. Forces the miss out of Ding. Perry will try. Shorts it as well. Rebound into the hands of Da Beira. Namamate. Around the Obis screen, can't connect on the feed on the inside, and the forced turnover. 6:57 left. What a frenetic opening passage of play.
Absolutely, you can tell from the energy of both these teams that they are here this weekend to compete, and nobody wants to go home.
Another 3-ball. Heat check, if you will, from the PG. And now in the hands of the other point guard, Perry. Try and slow it down just a little bit. Inside they go. Chance for Obis to work against Wamukota. Wamukota gets a hand on it. Outside to Kennedy. 6 seconds on the shot clock. And can't control the handle. Elvis Wana.
This Da Beira team seems to be struggling a little this afternoon. Usually a team that really moves the ball well and shares the ball amongst themselves, you know, averaging 28 assists per game.
They certainly do that. And another 3 up as that one won't fall. Tang and South Sudan really focusing in on this outside threat strategy. It's live or die by the 3 as far as they're concerned. And why not? They started out red hot.
Right now they're living by it. And we talked about the assists from the Da Beira team. This man there, Perry, averaging 5.3 a game, making him 3rd leading assist man in this competition.
Obis, Kennedy, around the screen, pass inside, chance to work. Again, some good defense, pressured, 3 seconds on the shot clock, and a bit of a bailout, unnecessary foul due.
Bailout is the correct word. That shot clock was on 1 second. Then Perry really didn't have very many options.
Only a single possession separates the two teams. 5:48 left. This is the opening game of the Basketball Africa League Elite 16. Perry around the screen, kicks out. And for the second time now, that man Alvis Suwana can't hold and turns the ball over.
It's rare to see back-to-back turnovers
In
from
the
a
same
team
way.
as disciplined as this De Beira team.
Wamukota from the top of the key, goes left hand. Good contest. Rebound and then
Oh,
a
man.
third travel call. The handling error has got to be frustrating. I mean, they're frustrating to watch from here. I'm sure the coaching staff must feel the same way.
You know coach is not happy seeing 3 empty possessions down the floor.
That is the third consecutive turnover without reply. A shot up and then steps out of bounds as Diodon and Zia looking for that touch. He can knock it down. He's got the ability to score the basketball.
And you saw in the way the defender closed out to him that he is a threat from that distance.
He averaged 11 and a half with to go wrong with 5 rebounds, and he shoots it from 75% from the free throw line. And that was in the B.A.L competition. The feed inside. And strong take by the big man, Elton Ubis. And they're starting to figure it out now. You can see the tempo is starting to slow. If there were any nerves, we didn't see any sign of it to start out. A real presence in the paint for Ferroviario da Beira is Elton Ubis. He converts the three-point play and also ties the game up. Press being applied now by Da Beira. South Sudan and Cobra Sport rather move the ball around. Long-range bomb falls. Ripping the net, David Deng for his second one from downtown.
I mean, looking at the stats from the last round, you can definitely see that they went out and found them some shooters to change their narrative.
Kennedy flushes it down. And just making sure that you know the altitude doesn't affect his ability to fly above the rim. Jamel Kennedy, 2 more. And Ferroviario trail by 1. Drive in. Kick out, Wamukota drives baseline. Over the smaller defender. And a 7-footer. I don't think Perry had too much chance to do. He tried his best.
Not much he could do about that.
Wamukota opens the scoring. Some pressure, Diu. Again, that's going to be second.
And you see coach sending someone to the starters table to go and get him.
It has the forced substitution now as Dio goes off. In comes Riak. And off goes Michael Tang. And a substitution in here. Alex Lado in for his first minutes and action. Namamade. Kennedy looking to feed, and he turns over again. Uncharacteristically high amount of turnovers, but that's high pressure basketball. 3-point game. 3 team fouls for Cobra Sport. Wamukota. He'll try another bomb, came out of his hand. Well, didn't go. This picked up and a chance for Ferroviario in transition. Baseline drive, and the little scoop shot goes in.
This De Beira team on early adjustments has done a great job of really getting the Cobra's players in the air to get by them.
Namamade makes that happen. The shot rims out. Nzie fires, that's short. Rebound and a chance now. Ferroviario quick in transition. Kennedy makes the extra pass to the baseline. Perry will try, he's open and he still can't find his touch. 1-point game. Wamukota and Perry got mixed up again with the center and he's forced to foul. It's so frenetic up and down the floor. And both these teams playing at a high pace as we get our first timeout called with 3:08 left in the first quarter. It's Ferroviario 13, Cobra Sport 14. Both teams locked in a struggle. Cobra Sport have been better from the outside. Ferroviario da Beira just made a change. Novella, Ermelindo Novella in for his first bit of action. Part of a set of twins that play for Ferroviario da Beira. Ball movement inside, Wamukota. And the free throw line jumper won't go. It's chased down spectacularly by David Deng. Deng, right idea. Players are wide open, they just couldn't pick up the pass.
And you see here as they make an attempt to actually get the ball inside and to get some looks inside after having started scorching from the three-point line.
Changing up the strategy just a little bit. 'Cause you can't shoot that many threes so comfortably.
And I think coach knows that, you know, they come in with such a low shooting percentage that he rode that wave out, but wants to see where he can get looks from the inside now.
Perry. Pass inside.
Ooh.
That's a nice feed for the easy bucket. Almost too easy.
This Cobra's team is gonna have to learn to stay on their feet. You know, De Beira really is faking everything to get them in the air.
Shot again, misses. It's Kennedy. He's got play ahead of him, and there's a foul, forced foul. They are just so quick in transition off the rebound. They get up a floor in a hurry. Zandamela will have a chance now at the free throw line, and that was off that Kennedy feed. .217 left, and this has been intriguing basketball as both these teams continue to jockey for position. De Beira have been pretty good. They shot 65% from the free throw line as a team in that first group wave contestation here in Johannesburg. They might be a little bit more acclimatized to the altitude and the weather. And it's a different court, of course, but it doesn't give them a strategic advantage.
Yeah, and they'll have memories from that last game they played in Johannesburg with that 1-point loss to the Cape Town Tigers.
Now a little bit of high pressure on Perry as well. Just hasn't been involved too much in the game, but picking up the playmaking duties. This is Kennedy for this Ferroviario team. Perry, tightly guarded. Pass looking on the inside, nice feed, and
much better defense there.
Wamukota goes to ground, surrounded by three players, somehow gets it away, but there's a touch on it. That's heads-up defense by Novella. He made sure to get two hands on it and averted a certain open transition opportunity.
And at the beginning of that possession, Q, that's the kind of defense you want to see from Deng. You want to see him on the ground, hands straight up, not getting in the air on every shot attempt.
And with these substitutions, they've maintained a level of Ferroviario, and it's a late call, but it's still the right call because it's an 8-second call, and they stay in the backcourt, and the turnover goes the way of the Cobras. Substitutions now as Zia will take a break, and in comes Malual. Malual. 2-point game. De Beira to inbound. The strong drive in. Zandamela can't convert. The hold up. Riak doesn't use the screen. Wamukota calling for it. Gets it. Hounded on the bounce. Ball pressure forces that pass and forces the turnover. That's a nice defensive position for Ferroviario da Beira. Malual can't hold that Wamukota feed.
Yeah, that Cobra Sport offense is just not executing the way that, you know, coach would probably want it to be executed. Coming out of the timeout where he looked to tell them they're trying to go inside.
Well, Kennedy's going to get a breather. In comes Baptista to inbound. This is an interesting phase. Wamukota has also taken a break as far as Cobra Sport are concerned. Novella feeds Perry.
And we see the big 7'2" man.
Deng Mabior in the center of the paint. Nice substitution, nice option to have. Perry feeds in, and the throwdown. Wow! That's how you welcome a 7'2" guy in the paint. The two-handed flush, and that was just nasty, full of authority. What a fantastic
Went
dunk.
all the way up the elevator and threw it down on him. There we see it again in the replay.
Mukuambe in the two-handed throwdown. B.A.L. Elite 16. Novella. Pressured. The drive in. And this time, no spectacular finish by Mukuambe. But he does pick up a foul, and it's the 5th team foul, so in the bonus sends Ferroviario da Beira. And that dunk, you feel just maybe a little bit of momentum gained on it, and he's starting to create some separation. Both these teams have adapted to the high pressure that we've seen.
Yeah, those are absolutely the kind of plays that really swing momentum in favor of your team.
Mukuambe converts the first. Shooting it at 74%. He gets to the line about 5 times a game, so the right guy to be at the line, especially just a little bit of pressure. Makes both. 6-point game. The press brings a travel as the ball pickup results in a foot fault, and Garang turns over.
And you know, when you think of Southern African basketball, particularly the Mozambican and Angolan teams, they really do like to press at all age groups.
Well, the thing is, it's also, if you consider there is a slight size disadvantage. If you look at the average height of Cobra Sport, they're about 6'6" on average, and they're young at 24 years old. Ferroviario da Beira, a little bit shorter at 6'4", and then their average age is about 28, so a little bit more experience, a little less height, and these are some of the things that you can do to try and balance on the floor. Novella will set the play. There's a 13-second differential between shot and game clock, and this is the other Novella brother in now. Orlando, ball kicked. The three-pointer, and there's a push-off inside. They keep it alive. It's a battle for the boards, and right now, Ferroviario are winning it. They should hold for the final shot. 4 seconds. Feed inside. Mabior does well with that 7'2" wingspan, and a frenetic passage of play. Doesn't go the way Ferroviario da Beira wanted it, but the scoreline at the end of the first quarter does, because it's 19 that plays 14 here at Wembley Arena. And we have our first break, and we'll be back on the other side of this.
And we see the turnover there from Cobra Sport. De Beira bringing it down the floor.
He drives on in. Pass out to Orlando Novella. Novella from way downtown with the shot clock winding down. And the ball comes off the rim and goes out. Kennedy's back on the floor. Perry getting a bit of a break for De Beira. Wamukota's back in as well. Diodon, who was hot throughout the first quarter, he's back in for Cobra Sport.
You talked about it, Q. Live and die by the three. They were living by it. Now, they seem to be struggling.
The Novella brothers connecting. Orlando looking to use the screen. Back to the feed inside, and as the shot clock expires, just rushed this as a little bit on that one. Rebound picked up by Cobra Sport. Amukota. Tang drives, hangs, and then goes glass, but it comes out. Ermelindo Novella around that high screen, and stepping out of bounds is Jamal Michael Kennedy. Now the turnover.
It is very uncharacteristic of the De Beira team to have this many turnovers so early on in the game.
More changes being rung now as Ermelindo Novella is out, and back in comes Ishmael Nermamade. Tang. Deng. Hangs, kicks out. Diodon picked up by Wamukota, was there on the follow. Misses on by point blank range, gets it back. Still won't go, but third chance opportunity, keeps it alive. Tang. Diu. Wamukota. Some fantastic defense here by Ferroviario, but a bailout on that short shot as David Deng just shorts it, but Novella coming in late and the foul being called.
Felt like a little stat padding there from Wamukota with all those rebounds.
I think he really wanted that to go in. He was really trying hard, but the one thing to his credit is that he kept the ball alive and kept the possession alive, and now his team's at the free throw line. They need a score. He gets one.
And Perry makes his way back onto the floor.
Chance to work, and that left hand is a tough cover. Muguambe establishes himself well in the paint.
It was a great seal from him just to put the defender on his back and turn to the bucket.
That's just a result of his size and your presence in the paint. And if you can see the defender like that, more often than not, it's either the free throw line or you're going to get two the easy way. Muguambe misses. .70% free throw shooter. 1 of 2 on that trip. Slightly more, less adventurous scoring start for both these teams as defense coming to the fore now. Perry back in.
And the Bears staying in that press.
Wamukota, well guarded by Ubis. That baseline drive. Tang kicks. Dang! Just can't throw it down. I think he got caught in two minds. Perry steps into one in transition. Back iron. Rebound picked up. Kennedy to Perry. 4 points so far for Perry. Perry drives by on the screen. Open. Great cover on the defensive end. And a good defensive possession for Cobra Sport.
Back-to-back defensive stands, good defensive stands from both these teams.
It's certainly seen less time and space for guys with ball in hand, a lot more ball pressure.
So for a game that started out all offense, it's now gone all defense.
Deng. Ubis has him covered. The turnover goes into Perry. Feeds to Muguambe. Hey, he loves the open floor. And he can sure get up. Put on a show. Diu. Stolen away. Perry feeds ahead. Muguambe tries to draw contact and shorts it. And the rebound is also shorted. Kennedy. Extra pass in, and Ubis can't convert. Wamukota picks up the rebound ahead of the play. Zie, he'll go to his left hand and count the bucket, and one. This certainly has been one of their primary sources of offense. They look to him every time down the floor.
And he does a great job there just to go up against Perry and rise up over him for the two.
Perry has found himself in some tricky positions with size mismatches, and to their credit, Cobra Sport have been able to take advantage of those mismatches every single time they've been close or in the paint.
You have to love the heart of Perry though, just making a stance against guys much bigger than he is.
Well, Nzia is listed at 6'8", and he converts that three-point play. Perry listed modestly at 6'2", right? He knocks down a three and extends the lead. Lead up to 8. Dew, Tang, inside to Wamukota. The 3 ball from Tang won't convert. Namamade, Perry, and his transition and cut into space opportunity doesn't go. The pass out. A shot off the coast glass. Dew makes the bucket count. They needed that one.
They definitely needed to get some points on the board here. That lead was getting a little big for the De Beira team.
Within 5. Certainly was. Perry drives by, feeds to Ubis. All of that courtesy of Perry. That's nice playmaking by the point guard, and gets the easy 2 for Ubis.
It's a big component of his game, really destroying defense.
Another 3 attempt. Zia can't convert. The boards have been a battle for both teams, just trying to control the defensive glass, keeping these bigs off the glass, and the long rebounds have made it for interesting viewing. Just a bit of a delay, as I think there's some moisture on the ball, so a request for a change of ball, and then now a substitution happening as well. Garang comes in, Tang goes out.
Karan, just 20 years of age.
It's such a young team, this Cobra Sport team. Like I said, average age of 24. They do have some experience, but they've got some really nice youngs. And that is Nzia, Diodon Nzia, who's just been electric and proving his value coming across from the Patriots. Back within 4, Perry. Wide open shot. Short, Wamukota on the rebound, looking ahead to his former Patriots teammate. It's wrestled away. Pass in now. Ubis gonna use all of that weight against the 7-foot frame of Wamukota. The hook shot, it won't go. Dew. Pass on the baseline, hanging in the air, and it looked good for Deng, but it didn't go. Perry. Nomamade. Wamukota cleans up again. He's been a presence on the defensive glass for Cobra Sport. Dew. Yeah, they have struggled on the inside, and it's a marvel because Ferroviario da Beira are definitely undersized, but they contest everything. There's nothing free in and around that painted area, and we do get a timeout called. It's a 4-point game, Elite 16. This is high pressure, high intensity stuff, qualification into the final round of the B.A.L at stake. So high stakes, 4-point game. Johannesburg is the venue.
And right before that timeout cue, we saw a foul being called on Perry as he attempted to box out, and he's subsequently gone to the bench.
Zia connects from outside, and now a quick reply, courtesy of Kennedy. Back and forth we go, 4-point game. Zia leading the scoring, kicks out. The drive in and the finish. Wamukorta announces himself to the painted area in Johannesburg.
And that's what you want to see from a bigger, a little bit more athletic Cobra Sport team.
Kennedy open. A big time rebound. Dang. Dew. Little step back jumper shorted. Kennedy cleans up nicely for Da Beira.
Kennedy doing everything for this Da Beira team right now.
Jumper goes for Nimamade, and wow, this is some great basketball, ball moving, and extra passes, finding wide open shooters. 5-point game.
And we spoke about it a little bit earlier. That is the kind of team Da Beira is. They find the open man.
Dio will try from the baseline and reply. 2-point game. 3-point shooting exhibition here in this opening encounter. Group H2, the Basketball Africa League. Drive-in balls stolen. Deng flies high for 2 more. And David Deng just thunders one home and ties the game up. We have 1:20 left in the second quarter. Just a little bit of a break as Zia goes to ground.
It's great to begin to see the Cobra Sport team really use their athleticism and height in the second quarter.
Ahead of the play, he skies up and tomahawks it down. Now it's just a delay in play as a timeout called, and it is Cobra Sport who requested the timeout. And so with 1:20 left, another timeout. Game is tied up. All tied up here in Johannesburg from Wembley Arena.
An interesting time out there from the Cobra's coach. Q, you would think with the momentum swinging their way and them having just tied the game, he would have let it ride out for the last minute and 20 seconds of this quarter.
Maybe just trying to settle things up defensively here and shore up this last 120 as he goes into the half. See if they can take that momentum into the second half, but 1:07 left. Ball stays with Ferroviario da Beira off that last touch. Nomamade to inbound. Kennedy round the screen, pass to the baseline. Nomamade looking for the extra pass in, and slices just in between, cuts the two defenders, and Mugwambe picks it up.
That he couldn't make that reverse.
You got to get the foul or you got to get the finish, and they get a chance to go to free throw line with the 70% free throw shooter. You got to like that.
Yeah, you're right. You got to like your odds on that one.
The Ferroviario da Beira shot it at about 65% as a team, and that's really not bad considering what percentages can come in contrast. on that miss from the free throw line in those opening games. Cobra Sport with 47%. What they have done, blocked. Back out. Ding. Can't get the follow to go. Chance for a 2-for-1 if they want it. There's just a 12-second differential between shot and game clock.
Deng just really struggling on the other end of the floor though, not able to make it from 3, and then even on the follow-up, not able to make the short mid-range jumper.
Cobra Sport have outscored Ferroviario da Beira in this quarter. Novella slips the pass in to Biss, who can't convert. 1 second, just about 1 second differential between shot and game. Ball bounced too hard. Numamade has got 3 defenders to beat. He gets blocked. And you think there was contact on that one?
Oh, I definitely think there was contact on that one. As we have a look there on the replay. The man from behind, there was definitely contact there.
Well, with this final 11 seconds, it's Coach Luis Lopez who just wants to have a word with his team and probably going to set something up. Timeout called. With the way Ferroviario da Beira execute, I'm sure we're going to get a clean look here. And if you remember, when they lost to Cape Town Tigers, they got a wide open look over a set play. Perry, Kennedy. Looks like it's going to be an isolation. Kennedy to work against Deng. Kennedy got it tightly. That's some great defensive work. Kennedy will try and pull and doesn't get the shot up in time. And that's how the quarter will close out. And that's also how the half will close out, as Ferroviario hold on to a slender 1-point lead here at Wembley, which is the home of basketball in Johannesburg. And this, of course, is the Basketball Africa League Elite 16. We have more basketball to come, so you want to keep it locked because it was just a great first half. are just about to get ready for the second half, and we have just a look at some of the highlights. And yes, three-point shooting has been amazing. 7 of 13, and 3 points for Wamukota to go along with his 9 rebounds. But as much as they've shot the ball well, there's been a reply on the other side. And balanced scoring as far as Ferroviario da Beira are concerned. Nemamade and high-flying antics of that man, David Deng, closed out the first half. But it was spoils that went the way of Ferroviario da Beira, who hold on to a 1-point lead. What Cobra Sport did do is they fought back from a 20-14 first quarter deficit and outscored Da Beira in that second quarter. And honors even as far as coaching staff and everybody else is concerned, and it can go either way. You have to believe in Mpumi that there's no way that they're going to be able to keep up this 50% shooting from the outside at the high volume that they're taking it.
I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see. Right now, they have a better percentage from outside than they do from inside, but also have taken almost as many shots from the outside as they have from the inside, which is incredible to see.
I mean, more restraint on the other side, only 3 of 7 as far as Ferroviario da Beira are concerned. That's why I said slightly more balanced. And we'll just have a look as Perry will pick up possession and start out for Da Beira. Elbow jumper, in and out. 20 minutes before we have our first winner in this opening encounter of the Elite 16 happening in Johannesburg. And this is the road to the Basketball Africa League. The drive and soft touch finish. And David Deng is a pure scorer. You can just see it.
Those long strides to the basket.
Shoots the ball, drives in. He's just an athlete. Ball kicked out. Nemamade. The extra pass to Perry. Rips the net. Patience on the offensive end. Perry at 7 points. That'll take him to 10 and get himself into double digits. And now a battle in the paint as Wamukota and Ubish, they get tangled up. And I think the foul is going to go on Ubish, and it is called for holding. It's only his first personal, first foul of this second half. Small margins and errors, and it can come down to the free throw line. It can come down to momentum swings, peaks and valleys. This is the game of basketball.
Absolutely, every single possession is going to count with a game this close.
Deng. Nzie steps out.
And because of that, you don't want to see empty possession like that with unforced turnovers.
Well, the stat sheet says that's turnover number 8 for the Cobras from South Sudan. Perry. Round the Ubish screen. Goes to the elbow. Fake and drive. Nemamade kicks back out. The 3 is shorter, and now there's a push in the back as call goes the other way, and it looks like the referees are starting to blow a little bit more tight here in the second half.
Particularly around the rim there, off the rebounds.
Kennedy steals. His runner won't go. Diu sees the cutting Wamukota. He spins, goes left, and that Kennedy, rather Perry, skies for the rebound and used all of his athleticism to try and keep that one alive. Forces the foul as well. Just coming in Diu late on it, then he'll pick up a foul.
And that speaks to what I was saying, Q, about the fouls really coming off rebounding possessions. And right there, he's picked up his 3rd and gone to the bench for the Cobras.
So Riak comes on in. Force change, and it's silly fouls like that that have seen Diu just really not stay on the floor for too long. He's been limited in use. Pressure now.
And
Perry.
We saw there Maluel come back to the floor as well.
Finds Kennedy. Kennedy turns. That's a nice feed to the baseline.
It was a beautiful no-look pass from Kennedy.
Ubis, and that's a goaltend. Yes, late on it, but skied high enough, did Ding.
And you see Kennedy there appealing to the referee for something.
Just getting by the 7-foot frame of Wamukota, and Deng just late on it. You from that angle can't see it come off the backboard, but trust that it touched the backboard. 2 more to the total. 40 plays 36. Wamukota. Nzia. That left hand floater goes. Perry. Nemamade's jumper long, and there's another chance now. Wamukota fires it short. They keep it alive. Ding. That's Riak. Inside they go. Chance for Ding to try and work. Fades away, fires and hits.
Nice one there to beat the shot clock, which was winding down.
He's such a natural scorer. Game tied. Perry into Ubis, blocked. It's Sincere who comes away with the block. And it's the ball handling error from Malual that spoils that transition opportunity. Perry. Long 3. Rebound. Nicely read there. Perry. Wana on the roll, on the rebound. Wana in the corner. Numamade. Shot short.
And a third offensive rebound in the same possession for De Beira.
Alves. Wana will fire. Not there. There's a push in the back and may have been sold a little bit by Wamukota, but the infringement was there, and draws another one out of Ubis.
And Q, as the coach from De Beira, that's something you really don't want to see. You know, your team getting 3 offensive rebounds and each time just not able to convert and settling for long-range jumpers.
And then coming away with the offensive foul, and your star forward picking up a second foul. Game tied at 20. Wamukota. Nzia. That one short.
Looked like there was a tip there from Perry, though.
Looked like it was a little bit of a rush shot as well. And if there was a touch, it probably would have caused that, the outcome that we saw, the ball falling short on that attempt. Perry. Riak on him. Almost stolen. Somehow he kept that alive, and there's a, I think they call on Riak. It is on Riak. That's
Riak just getting a little too handsy with Perry on that possession.
second Riak foul. This is probably the most tension we've seen in the game. It's starting to tighten up just a little bit. Time pressure starting to build. Nemamade. By the defense, and that's layup finessed in.
Great job taking contact there by Numamade and able to finish over the much bigger, longer defender.
Used the rim for protection too. Riak. Ubis picks up the rebound. Perry for Ferroviario da Beira. Quick pass to the corner. Connects for 3. Nemamade.
We've said this the whole game. De Beira love to move the ball around, find the extra pass. What a good job to find the shooter in the corner.
Fantastic ball movement on that position. Now a substitution as Perry gonna take a break. In comes Orlando Novella. Ding. Wamukota. Nzia by the defense and continues to force these long-range shots.
That one definitely felt force. He just wasn't in rhythm.
looking for the answers from range. 5-point game. Novella. Wana. Wana driving baseline. Wamakota meets him in the air.
Beautiful job from Wamakota there just to go straight up and meet the ball in the air.
And secures the possession for the Cobras. That's the reason they added him to the roster.
He has definitely shown his value here today and showed the reason the Cobras went and fetched him.
Paint protection and some rebounding. Little step to the side. Jumper won't go from Bush Wamakota. Kennedy, same pass to the corner. Namamade knocks down another one.
Pass from Kennedy. And Q, we've seen how quickly the momentum can shift in this game. And De Beira now just garnering some momentum to increase their lead to 8.
Nice work again. Kennedy finding the open shooter. Deng will try. And South Sudan have gone cold from the outside. Kennedy. Namamade. Novella. He'll try. Will Wana. Wamakota cleans up. Strong work on the board. Cobra. And for Cobra Sports, they step out of bounds as Malawal commits the turnover, and we get a timeout called. 47 plays 40. De Beira going on a scoring run to bring a break in play. And we have 3:29 left here in the third quarter.
Trying to quail the momentum garnered by the De Beira team.
Well, timeouts, well-used timeouts can help with that, and it is the Beira possession. Namamade coming alive with 13 points. He was averaging 16 in that first bit of qualification, so he can score the basketball. Kennedy. Kennedy's open. He'll fire and hit. It's a long 2. So just takes it up. 49. About to be our largest lead of the game, but just a 2-pointer. Wamakota. Got it.
The Cobras are going to be desperate to score on this possession.
They need a score. Extra pass. Wide open shot, and they continue to struggle from the perimeter.
And it's the law of averages, Q. We know this team came into the competition scoring just 26.3% from the three-point line. And to have them go 53% in the first quarter, the numbers had to even out at some point.
The law of averages, I suppose. The cut in by Novella. The pass behind, and that's a nice feed. They're just doing all the right things now on the scoring run. De Beira, and scoreless as far as the Cobras are concerned. Deng. Nzie. 3 of 9 now from the perimeter. They do keep it alive.
It just felt cute, like he settled for that jump shot. Didn't seem like it was in the flow of the offense at all.
Searching for it now as opposed to letting it come to him, and it's reflecting in his field goal percentage. It's dropped to just 33% from outside. Does have 14 points, Nzia. Kennedy. Nice pass again. Numamade is open. Can't knock that down. Deng. Maluau. Inside he goes, looking for Wamukota. And you can feel almost the momentum has gone out of a little bit of wind has gone out of the sails of this Cobra Sports team.
And you can begin to feel a little bit of desperation as well, Q, as they head on the offensive end of the floor.
Well, changes being brought as Perry comes back in. Wana was pretty effective. He takes a breather as well. And Baptista and Perry. Perry, Baptista, Ubis. Got it tightly. Ugwambe. Couldn't slither that one home. And went with the offhand on that layup attempt and just rattled out.
Ubisa setting a great pick at the top of the key there to just give him that driving lane.
He's not scared to get mixed up in physicality, is Ubisi. It looks like he thrives in it. Ubis picks up the basketball and hands to Perry. Back the screen. Perry with Wamukota in front. Ubis open, hits the jumper. Lead now the largest of the game, up to 13. Cobra Sport just can't find a bucket. Inside they go. Wamukota, feed out. Zia will try. Shorts again, wants the foul call. Numamade. They are out executing Cobra Sport here in the third.
And they just keep rolling.
Diu, Wamukota. Diu loses the pass.
Man, oh man, the unforced turnovers are really hurting this Cobra Sport team.
They should hold for the final shot. Perry. Around no big screen. Perry fires the long two. It goes in and out. Wamukota won't have time to put the shot up. And it might have been close for the first part of that third quarter. But I tell you what, Ferroviario da Beira just coming alive, making the extra passes, hitting shots from the outside, and then making it tough for the Cobra Sports team as far as shot attempts and makes were on the offensive end. And so at the end of the third, it's Ferroviario 55, Cobra Sports 40. 15-point lead. Is it a bridge too far? I don't know, but Cobra Sports are really gonna have to make some adjustments out of this quarter break. A pass into Wamukota, drives, it's blocked. Kennedy coming across on the help and is slow to rise. Perry waits for his backcourt teammate.
And that run at the end of the third quarter was a 15-0 run.
Perry continues to extend the run as he rips the twine.
And it goes to 18-0.
'58 plays 40 now. Zia finally makes another one to bring the run to an end. Nimamade drives and looks like he stepped on an ankle because he went to ground immediately.
Yeah, it looks like he just didn't have a great landing there.
We'll have a look because he drives in and it looks, even on the second look, it looked like he just got a little knock, a little contusion, and I think he's going to take a break. And that's probably going to hurt Ferroviario just a little bit because he had the hot hand, and he does lead the scoring for all players on the floor. He's got 14. And was getting it done inside and outside. Zia will try again, and again is short, searching for it, relentlessly so.
Yeah, the shot selection from the Cobra is just not great in the last couple of minutes here.
4 of 12. He's got 17 points. Perry, drive in, finish! Off the dribble this time. You talked about selection and the ability to discern, and they're just choosing their moments, when to go in, and they're breaking down the defense, creating great reads. Perry off the dribble, gets by Dio, and that's also Dio's 4th foul.
And Perry has all 5 of the De Beira points in this quarter. Make that 6.
He's efficient and effective, and a great pickup. He's got 15 points now to lead all the scorers on his team. Ding from way downtown. Wamukota battling for the boards and gets it but can't finish. Ding comes across to clean up. That's the 14th Wamukota rebound on that one. Into Wamukota, kicks out.
They're gonna have to make better use of these stops if they're gonna have a chance in this game.
And going to ground just on that pass across. It's the drive, Zia. And looks like there was some contact there between him and Mukwambe. And looks like either, I'm not sure if it's a contusion per se from contact or just a little bit of cramp. Can't
Looks
tell.
more like cramps there. But the medical staff attending to him.
Well, it's slow to rise, and again, it's less than ideal as far as the ambitions of Cobra Sports are concerned, because they're trying to come back into it. But Diodon Nzie will take a walk. He's limping, but it looks like he probably might be able to make a return. Won't maybe be able to make a call on that, but a forced substitution nonetheless as Malawal comes back in. '61 plays 43. Mugambe, Perry, extra pass, and shorted on that one.
It was a beautifully placed pass there by Perry.
Sandamela just couldn't finish. Now trying the same high screen. into Wamakota. Hounded. Deal. Will try. Around they go and won't fall. Still, they persist, trying to find touch from the outside.
It has been a struggle in the second half from the outside.
They were 7 of 13 from the half, from the three-point line at the half time. And now it's 8 of 24 at 33%. So they've only connected on 1 of the 11 attempts so far. And all of that has just meant that the lead has ballooned. And now with just 7 minutes left, time pressure becomes a real thing for Cobra Sport.
I really would have liked to see this Cobra Sport team show their athleticism, you know, to try and catch up this lead and really try and go inside and get good looks. But on the other hand, Da Beira has played very solid defense.
They have made it tough inside the paint. Wide open off that out of bounds play. Sideline out of bounds. The shot by Zandamela misses everything. Deal. Wamakota. And Zie. In and out again. And they can't keep it alive on the scramble for the basketball as
bodies getting tangled up everywhere.
David Deng. And it is Magwambe who gets rattled and tied up there. Or Wana rather, who's back in. Da Beira basketball. Perry. Crossover and some good defense there. And Zieg. He blocks and tries to reply from the three-point line.
Live and die by the three-point line indeed for this Cobra Sport team.
Been their strategy. Spin base. Wamakota stands strong.
It's an interesting strategy for a team that came in shooting such a low percentage from the outside.
They do have these new additions, and Nzia is one of them. You know, I did mention that he was averaging around about 11 and a half and five rebounds playing for the Patriots. So looking for some extra scoring. But I think at times you have to question shot selection. Trying to milk as much time as they can, extract as much as they can from every possession now.
Looked like a moving screen.
Deng drives. The bank's closed. Kennedy to Perry. They'll hold it up. Reset. Obis on the high screen. Drives in. And Perry's touch won't work on that one. Keeps it alive. Feeds to Obis. And that's just all heart and hustle as far as Perry's concerned, keeping that basketball alive. And then the awareness to make the pass inside. Ubis throws the foul and go to the free throw line.
You know, before that missed shot though, very uncharacteristic of Perry to keep the ball in his hands that long on a possession.
Yeah, they've been pretty great moving it around. And it's been one of the features of their play so far. 23 assists as a team. And they've, as you mentioned, averaging at around 28 a game. They just know how to facilitate. Ubis connects and makes both.
And Perry, speaking of assists, does have 6 already in this game, and he averages 5.3 a game.
12 points, Alton Ubis to go along with those 3 rebounds. Wambukota. Strangled again. Not missing their rotations. They move really quickly and they make it so tough.
Absolutely suffocating defense from De Beira. They've really shown themselves clamped down on that end of the floor in the second half.
Ubis feeds Perry. Holds up for a second. The free throw line, elbow jumper doesn't go. Juana misses. Dio sees the shooter on the baseline, and we haven't seen him take that option enough, I think, from Nzie. And he's a very capable scorer. Who's back in just after going to ground, I must mention. Now substitutions again. Wambukota out, as well as Dio. It's Alex Lado and Riak in, both thrown away. Now open in transition, and we've seen that man do it all afternoon. Two more, and it comes courtesy of the elevator. Mugwambe.
He has put on a show for us this afternoon, Mugwambe.
Turns and fires. Riak. Rebound. Da Beira. Mugwambe. Tried, thought about the right hand, went back to his trusted left. Riak. Stripped. Perry will hold. We're now into the final 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes of this very, very intriguing opening contest. Road to the Basketball Africa League. Perry drives, shorts it. Ubis is there to finish with contact.
And you got to start thinking that the Cobra Sports coach might begin to clear his bench with only 4 minutes left in this game, and a mountain of a 24-point lead to climb.
Well, Ubis is being rewarded for his activity. 15 points now he's accumulated. It's only his 4th rebound, but you know, just setting screens, high screens all the time, that will never show up in a stat sheet. And just movement and facilitation, keeping guys off your shooters. Misses that.
Really doing a good job on the intangibles.
Nzie. Kick out. Diodon Nzie fires another 3. It's long. Cleaned up nicely. Deng will go short jumper. They are relentless on the boards, but they miss on that. 4 against 1. Oh, the lovely up and under. Hey.
It was a sweet reversal move.
Juana putting on a little bit of a show. Largest lead of the game.
And this De Beira team comfortable in the driver's seat.
Elbow jumper shorted. They are looking, but they've taken their foot off the gas just a little bit. Happy to the drive by and the finish.
Oh.
Lulled them into a sense of sleep, and another throwdown for Mugwambe.
And the timeout is called, and we see the replay there. Mugwambe just going right down the lane and throwing it down.
Well, more spectacular action here. Brings a timeout. 71 plays 43. We have 3:19 left in this opening contest. I think this one, all but done and dusted. final 3 minutes, but it really has been a showcase of Ferroviario's composure. They held Cobra Sport 6 points in that third quarter, and they've held them to just 3 here in the fourth. And it may be time now for them to take the foot off the gas as they look out for their next fixture. And they have been impressive this afternoon. Cobra Sport have got a little bit more work to do after a good first half, but they're just really blown away here in the second.
You know, you spoke about the maturity of this De Beira team as opposed to the youth of the Cobras team, and I really think that maturity and experience just shone through in the second half of this game.
Kennedy makes the pass out. Perry, it's read by Riak. Riak tries to keep it alive, and jump ball called. Mugwambe and Riak's a nice moment of sportsmanship there. 71 plays 43. De Beira ball by virtue of the possession arrow. They ran this inbound all afternoon. Perry. Try baseline. Kennedy to Perry. Fire. Kennedy skies in. The touch won't go, but he stepped out of bounds. And maybe foot off the gas is the wrong expression because they continue to play with high levels of execution.
Yeah, and I would have thought we'd see the starters head to the bench by now with this lead that they've built.
2:30 left. Last touch is Mugwambe. Riak for Cobra Sport. They go back inside. Taken away by Ubish. And thrown away on the turnover by Kennedy. The extra pass wide open. The 3 won't go, but there to clean up is Nzir. Mugwambe. Cross court pass to Kennedy. They'll try and take as much time off the clock as they can. Fake pass inside and quick hands. Call is clean as Lado comes in. He just stifled that Ubis attempt.
It was great positioning though from Ubisi to really get in a position where he could get the ball going to the bucket.
Mugwambe, nice easy pass to Ubis, who's just rattles in another 2, and his impressive individual performance continues. 17 for him. 3 ball. Kennedy.
And just what looked like a really close game that was going to go down to the wire in the first half has turned into a bit of a blowout for De Beira.
It's been all De Beira in the second half. Blocked. As Mugwambe certainly doesn't seem like he's had enough of his above the rim antics. He's got 10 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. It's been a good afternoon for Ayat Mugwambe.
Lots to take away though from this game for this Cobra Sports team as they continue to play this weekend and still try to secure a place in the Basketball Africa League.
It's going to be tough from here on in, and they still remain winless as far as their B.A.L. exploits have been. Rebound Abyss. So it's a 0-6 as far as Cobra Sports are concerned in totality in the B.A.L. so far. The drive, kick, it doesn't go to hand.
And for De Beira, they will now be 3-1 in this year's Road to B.A.L. games.
With 34 seconds left now, it's Perry. He'll hold with just 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Perry, ball, turned over. Chance now in transition, the extra pass, and then it's the foul. And then I think that one is one of the most frustrating fouls because it just extends the game a little bit when the outcome is known. And I'm sure there'll be some, you don't expect the experience of a player like that for that to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you just expect him to allow this game to wind down and really finish it off.
Cobra Sport, if there's anything that they can look at, is their performance in their first quarter. And what they want to do is just build on that. They might have to erase what happened in the third and fourth. Final shot of the game goes to Ferroviario da Beira, and they put the icing on the cake as far as that is concerned. And they take it to 30 points as impressive performance all around. 16 points to Perry, 17 to Biz, 10 to Mungoambe. Nomamade, who can forget him? And we didn't see him come back into the game. There might be an injury concern around that. We have a opening game of this contest gone. On the other side, there was some work done by Nzie, but he won't like his field goal percentage, 4 of 15 from a three-point line. And it was David Deng, who led was second in scoring with his 17 points.
They're going to need more people to come out and score for them if they're going to be successful. They can't afford to only have 5 people get on the board and only 2 in double digits.
Well, an impressive opening win for Ferroviario da Beira and coach Luis Lopez. As far as its job done for the team from Mozambique, back to the drawing board for Cobra Sport. And we have more action to come because later on, Cape Town Tigers in the house and they take on New Star BBC of Burundi.